Yep, yep.
Hey there everybody, welcome back. I am the Gerbil and this is The Galaxy Last Week, episode 2 for June 5th, where I'm going to try to share with you all of the interesting and exciting things that happened last week in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes and of course the greater Star Wars Galaxy and how that's going to relate to our game. Alright, I'm not going to go into super details about anything, but what I will do is give you links to everything I discuss in the description down below, as well as a PDF of this entire video presentation that you can download and browse at your own pace. Also, I want to just say thank you for being here. It is episode number 2, which means I am still learning how to do this, how to organize, and how to share this information. I am not a Star Wars lore master, but I am learning as much as I can so that I can try to bring you the most accurate and interesting information along this journey together, okay? All right, number 1, from the devs. Okay, so the devs were at Star Wars Celebration last week, and while their booth was a little bit underwhelming and they gave us some one news that we weren't too sure about because it didn't come in the form of news, but rather people like you and me who were there, what they did do is provide the people who came to their booth some really cool Star Wars swag. It included a bag like that, a thermos, some actual Zeta tokens, a phone battery, and even 1,000 in-game credits, or crystals rather, if you happen to be there. Now, Cubs fan Han recently said, hey, if you got some of those Zeta mats, you don't want them, shoot them his way. And you know what, I'm going to echo that sentiment. I'd love to have them, but I'm in China, so it's going to be hard to get them to me. So send them to Cubs fan. That was a really cool thing, and I have to say thanks CG for actually doing something really cool for the community there. Well played on that one. Now, this is a little piece of information that came out directly on their forums where they talk about some changes that happened this week. They were very minor. Conquest 17 got delayed, which we're going to talk about in just a second. And then there are 2 galactic challenges that have been added to the calendar that I'll also talk about in a second. Now, something else that happened this week directly from the devs in the game was that the Proving Grounds hit the tables. And this one turned out to be a little controversial, shall we say, because the Proving Ground is a way to get Ahsoka Tano shards and Razor Crest shards, and right now it appears to be the only way to get Ahsoka Tano Commander shards, and they put a 4,000 or 4 million GP cap on it. So if you don't have 4 million GP, you can't play it, and that happens to be the same as the hard entrance minimum for Conquest, and this has really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and I certainly understand that. But they also said if you already had these characters at 7 stars, you would not be able to play it, and it turned out you could play it. So many of us were able to log in, get our 40 shards, and at least get some shard credit for them. Since then, CG has formally come out and said that was a bug. Sorry, you're not allowed to get extra shards, so they will be preventing us from playing this in the near future. There was also a lot of kind of heat about the refresh rate, that it cost 2,200 crystals to refresh it. And people were saying that that really only saved you a couple of crystals from buying the shards in the game. Now, I would like to point out that the first 20 shards are 0 crystals. It's free. All you have to do is play it. So 20 shards for 0. And if you compare that to a capital ship, say Executor or Finalizer or any of the other capitals, you get 10 shards a month. Yes, you can refresh it for 1,000 crystals, but that's 2,000 crystals for 20 shards, whereas here, 2,000 crystals-ish would get you 40 shards. So 2,000 crystals for 30 shards of a ship, or 2,000 crystals for 40 shards of these Galactic Conquest characters. I actually don't think it's a horrible deal, but I definitely understand why some people are upset with it. So it is what it is, and that's the skinny. All right, now in the community, because that's all the dev info we got, I want to call out Arnold T101's video here where he talked about all of the Omicrons, which is the best, which is the worst, and he made this amazing graphic separating them out from Grand Arena, Territory Wars, Territory Battles, and then the one and only Conquest, which is Sortie. He ranks them from like Superstar to A, B, C, and then like an F list. And for the most part, I fundamentally agree with everything there. The Tusken, of course, is only viable in 3v3 Grand Arena, which only happens once in a blue moon. So I'm not so sure that I could call that an A. And then, of course, as you all know, I'm an Ewok nut, so I don't understand why Chirpa is a B and not an S++. but I'm gonna let that one go because I know your opinion about Ewoks is probably not my opinion about Ewoks. And yes, I am being a little facetious in there. Anyway, check out this video. It was a really great overview of all the Omicrons. Next up, Cubs fan Han gave a video that really I felt to be influential and very heartfelt and good to watch. A lot of people have observed he's been making less content lately. It's kind of been a little MIA, and he's also been on the screen a little bit down, and he's explained in detail why that is. I can't express it as clearly as him, but the skinny is that he's not leaving the game, that he's actually just shifting his focus from a full-time YouTuber to his new professional practice as a therapist, and I believe he's doing marriage counseling and some other stuff. I cannot speak for him, but it is a really good video, and I'm really proud of Cubs fan, and I'm just like, it's super awesome, you know, that he's out there doing that, and he's doing him and his family first. So good job, Cubs fan. He says he's going to continue making videos. Rogue Actions is sticking around, and I will certainly be watching those. Next up, we're going to jump over to Gideon, who issued a challenge last week. Skullturex did release a video where he believed to be the first person in the world to solo the heroic Sith triumvirate without a GL. Actually, turns out somebody did it before him about 9 months ago, but that's okay. He published his video, and it inspired Gideon. Gideon has offered a challenge to anybody. If you can do it with another team, share the video, prove you accomplished the solo Sith raid without a GL, then he is, I believe, and again, I don't want to quote him, but he is offering a small prize as well as a $50 donation to a charity of your choice. And I think, hey, if you're going to play this game and you're able to do it, post it, share it, and get that donation out to somebody. It's $50, it's not much, but you know, pennies add up in time. All right, let's shift over now to the horizon. What's coming? So here's the calendar that CG published last week. And why did they publish the calendar as interesting as it is? Well, this is everything that's in the week ahead, basically, not the whole month, just the week ahead. We can't really talk about the calendar without first remembering what they said about it. They said that all the weirdness in this month's calendar is due to an upcoming title update that they do not want to launch in the middle of a Grand Arena Champion or a Territory Wars. Now, this is really important because that is why the Conquest likely got shifted. Even though it doesn't say Conquest right here, they did shift Conquest out another 7 days, so it's not starting until June 16th, I believe. But what is noteworthy in the calendar is that we have 4 military might, what is this, ground war, secrets, the assault battles. We got 4 of them back to back, all within 4 days. So if you're in need of those Chirotechs and the relic mats, and you can do the challenge tiers, this is just like heaven right here. I mean, I'm so happy for this one. Also, how this title update possibly can affect us is that they've thrown in, before the title update, 2 additional galactic challenges that were not on the calendar before. These were not there. So these have popped up. They're back to back, and it's interesting. This will be the first time they are running 2 concurrently at the same time. So if you're able to get the max crates, this is 4 bonus Omicron materials right in the next couple of days, and that is fantastic. Of course, that did, as I said, push the Conquest event out to the June 16th, and since we have a Grand Arena Champion starting the next week after that, and they don't want to interfere with it, it essentially means we are getting the title update probably this week, and I'm gonna go ahead and place a bet that it's gonna be on the 14th to 16th. No, there's no money involved in this bet, sorry, it's just my opinion, but I think we'll be getting that title update on the 14th to the 16th. Now, what is going to be in that title update? I'm not really going to speculate on that one. I think that CG has been actually very good at pulling rabbits out of their hat and just making us all like go nuts trying to figure out what it is. I have obviously been speculating that we're going to get a galactic legend Leia and a Tarkin. I know most people tell me I'm dead wrong on that, but the data, from my perspective, absolutely points to Tarkin. Now, it may not be Tarkin. People say it's going to be Thrawn, and I'm like, we're not going to get Thrawn until we get Ruch and or Eli Vantu, and then other people say it's going to be Jabba the Hutt, and I'm like, no, sorry. As much as I would love to see Jabba the Hutt, it's not going to happen because too many of the scoundrels are already required for other galactic legends, and I include the Executor in that. So that includes like Boba Fett, Dengar, Bosk, whatever. So I would love to get Jabba the Hutt, but until I think we get like Bib Fortuna and maybe Rebel Leia or something, or not Rebel, but Bounty Hunter Leia, Bounty Hunter Lando. It's just, I don't think it's going to happen. Sorry. But anyway, let's move on. Beyond the Tables. Amazing week and time to be alive for Star Wars. The Bad Bad trailer dropped. It's on YouTube, StarWars.com. Go check it out. It is action-packed, amazing, exciting. Omega looks really awesome in it. The developers have said that her character is coming along nicely. She's still got a lot of room to grow. She's gotten so much better with her the crossbow, and they've also. Well, I don't want to give away too much of it. Please be aware that from this section on, there is probably going to be spoilers. Okay, so be careful. Spoilers. If you don't want to hear spoilers, probably want to tune out right about now. Okay, so further on the Bad Batch, it may be on purpose, it may be an accident. Some people have reported that their Apple TV is now showing September 28th, premiere date of the Bad Batch Season 2. I checked my Apple TV, I did not see that. But there are lots and lots of people who have been able to verify and confirm that. So Bad Batch Season 2 may be coming on the 28th, and it looks incredibly awesome. Yeah, I'm not going to go into any more of that. Here's something I am also very excited about. From over at the Gazette, Sci-Fi and Fantasy website, they have released a story that we are getting a Yoda comic book series. This is an exclusive focus on Yoda. A lot of it will take place around the time that he, after the Jedi purging, and he has fled to Dagobah. So we're going to get to see a lot of what happens there. Is he going to be like visited by other Jedi? Is he going to help other Jedi escape? Is he going to train anyone? Is he going to, like, what's happening? There's a whole lot of we don't knows in between the storming of the Jedi Temple, what we saw in Episode 3, all the way up till, well, when Luke shows up. So we're going to get to know a lot about that. I believe it is a 10-part comic series, and it is coming out this October, so only a couple months from now. And I am pumped about that one. Not a big comic book fan, but I will be buying these. Also coming is announcements and further confirmation about Tales of the Jedi. Now this looks really cool. Tales of the Jedi is a 6-part animated series that's coming out. I do believe it is also coming out this fall, and it's written by Dave Filoni and Charles Murray. Now, if you don't know Dave Filoni, he's one of the writers behind the Clone Wars, behind the Kenobi series right now, Star Wars Rebels. He's been involved in everything. And one of the things that he holds very, very sacred is canon. So in this Tales of the Jedi, we're going to get to know in these 6 animated episodes, we're going to learn a lot more about the backstories of different Jedi. And one of them they have surprised us with will be Grand Master Yaddle. Now, if you don't know Yaddle, you need to go back and watch Star Wars Episode 1 very, very carefully and pause through the scenes of the Jedi Council, because you will see another Yoda character sitting off in the background who I don't believe had any talking lines, but that was Jedi Grandmaster Yaddle. It has been speculated that Yaddle is Yoda's wife, but I don't think so, because the Jedi didn't get married. It's also been speculated that Yaddle is the mother of Grogu from The Mandalorian, but I'm not so much into that one either. I just not sure, but we'll see. Okay, there is so much more beyond the tables. Let's get through this rather quickly. Coming to us from Star Wars Meg. If you don't know Star Wars Meg, oh my God, she is a master of lore, up there with Eckhart's Ladder. You've got to check her out. So she was talking about a scoop about changes to the ending of the Kenobi series. Again, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. So Kenobi was originally scheduled and planned to be a 1-season show, and that's it, no sequels. However, due to overwhelming positive fan feedback and reviews, Disney has already come back and said, you know what, we're going to make some minor changes, and they have confirmed a season 2 is now moving forward. And I could not be more excited about that. I think Kenobi is absolutely amazing. Yes, it has a few moments that are just, that I'm like, not so believable, but come on, boys and girls, this is sci-fi. Suspend suspend reality and accept it and enjoy it. I mean, come on. Like, when else in history have we had so much Star Wars content to enjoy? Never. So I'm super happy that Disney's cranking this stuff out right now. So season 2 is coming. Now the character Reva, whether you like her or hate her, I personally love the actress. I think that she is absolutely amazing. The character that Moses plays, though, I'm not so in love with Reva. And I do think that Reva is going to end up very sticky in the end of this. I think that that's what we're being set up for. But I'm not going to speculate, but I do know that they have said that they're changing the end of the series, and that will include Reva. Okay, moving on. Something that everybody has been talking about since Star Wars Kenobi Episode 2 premiered, which was the Grand Inquisitor. I myself may have been wailing a bit on the Inquisitors in the hope that Grand Inquisitor is going to be all that in a bag of Cheetos. Now, I don't know if he is. So far, my Inquisitors are very, 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 very underwhelming. I have now 3 of them at 7 stars, 1 of them at Relic 5, and the other will be Gear 12 tomorrow. So I do anticipate being able to get the Grand Inquisitor in the next month or 2, depending on how you unlock him. Now, as soon as I saw that scene where the Grand Inquisitor got run through by Reva, I just about blew my top, because I was thinking, here I am kind of spending a bit of money, a fair amount of money, and it's not that much money, but I've spent more than I should on a video game, and I thought, here I'm trying to get a character that's already been killed. Now, spoiler alert, as we said, this is written by Dave Filoni and John, and they have just done an interview, rather not they, but one of the writers, Joby Harold, who's the head writer and executive producer for the series, just did an interview with Vanity Fair and was specifically questioned about the death of the Grand Inquisitor, to which the head writer, Joby, said, "As you know, we would never break canon. So that's all I'll say. Ha 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 ha. Canon is everything." In other words, how can you kill the Grand Inquisitor if he's alive and well in Star Wars Rebels? And Star Wars Rebels seems to be going right into Star Wars Ahsoka debuting this fall or early spring. And the answer is we're not breaking canon. Therefore, i.e. the Grand Inquisitor is not dead. Spoiler again. I'm telling you, spoiler. If you're getting frustrated, leave. But hit that like and subscribe first. Okay, moving on. We got some other interesting news from Star Wars Meg. She has broke a story here. Well, rather, she didn't break a story. She's summarizing a story, but in excellent detail, about how Grand Moff Gideon will have, Moff Gideon will have a significant role in The Mandalorian Season 3. He will escape from the New Republic's prison, whatever, and that he will be featuring all kinds of new epic-looking body armor. This is a rendering. This is not a confirmation of what he is, but the rendering is based on Mandalorian armor. Why? Because he loves to steal things from the people he defeats, thus the Darksaber. Can't be more excited about what that's going to look like. It does also mean that they will be introducing additional Imperial remnants, which, as you know, we only have, not enough for a full squad of 5 in the game. So we are likely to get some more Imperial remnants in the very, very near future. I would think of those as marquees. Also, it was announced officially at the end of Star Wars Celebrations that the actress under the name, and I'm going to mess this up, forgive me, Natasha Liu Bordizzo, she is Australian. She had a black belt in Taekwondo at the age, I think, of 17 or 18. She is absolutely awesome. And she had her Hollywood debut, break through the glass ceiling at the age of only 19 in the movie Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. So you may have seen her there. She will be playing in the live Ahsoka series the character of Sabine Wren. They also confirmed that we will be getting Chopper. Yay, he was there on the stage with her, as well as Hera and a number of other rebels. They have not confirmed anything yet about Ezra or Thrawn, but of course we all know that at the end of Rebels they set off to go find Thrawn and free Ezra. So this is some really, really exciting news that Ahsoka will be intertwining with a continuation of the Rebels series. If you've not seen Rebels, go watch it. I think it's a great show, one of my favorites. We are almost done with Beyond the Tables, sincerely, I promise. Spoiler alert, in Kenobi, there was a scene where this kind of scam con artist pretending to be a Jedi was helping this young boy and his mother off the planet. We have since learned that that young boy's name is Karan. Now, that doesn't have to be anything. Karan, I'm not too sure, but Karan, why does that matter? Well, it matters because the boy's mother, who was not named in the show, her name was actually posted on IMDb before Kenobi aired, which means it was done with somebody with some insight, and her name is Nyche, N-Y-C-H-E. Now, why does that matter? Because that is the correct name for the wife and child of a very, very important Jedi in the expanded universe named Valen. Now, Valen, I don't know much about him myself, but Corran, he goes on to become an X-Wing pilot in Rogue Squadron with Wedge Antilles. New Hope right there. And he goes on at some point to become one of the first Jedi students at Luke Skywalker's new Jedi Temple that was shown under construction, or Jedi Academy, that was shown under construction in The Mandalorian Season 2. So this young man right here may later turn out to be another live-action character of significance in a future show. Who knows? Maybe not, but who knows? All right, finally, this one comes from the a YouTube channel out there called Noble Engine, and it is amazing. It is about a 4 or 5 minute video, 5 minutes of X-Wing action fighting over the city of the planet city of Coruscant, and I don't want to give it away, but oh my god, it's an amazing fan film. Check it out. 5 minutes, you will be blown away. I promise. It is just that good. Finally, the Reddit review. I don't know if this came from Star Wars Celebrations 2022 or not, but with all the love and interest in Mandalorians, I just was blown away by this video. It's 27 seconds. I'm going to loop it, of non-stop Mandalorians coming down an escalator. Star Wars Celebrations 2023 has already been announced. It will be in London, I believe. London, that's, let me think, that's in South America, right? No, I'm kidding. I know it's in the UK. If you have a chance to get there. Okay, now I saw this, which I just sympathized with. My guild is not the best at territory wars. We don't really focus on it. We are a very laissez-faire, chill group, but the caption says, woo, that was a close one. Yeah, full clear before they break the front row. I've definitely lived that. Another one that I thought was pretty comical was finally got my Iden team assembled. So yeah, I stopped farming for Slicker to go for Iden when I realized how far away I really was from like a meaningful squad, and that I just kind of gave up on it, and now I've stopped Slicker a second time for my Inquisitors, which I'm probably gonna regret that. All right, last but not least, I just thought this one was really good. World's first heroic Sith triumvirate solo team that I mentioned before from Skelterex. Here's the squad he did it with. Vader lead. It's impressive. Check it out. I think I'm gonna have to give it a go and tell my guild I'm sorry. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments how I did. Tell me what I can do better, and if you have any thoughts or suggestions on how to improve the show, let me know that as well, and I will certainly take it to heart and try to make the best show I can for you. Once again, thank you. I am the Gerbil, and I will see you next week on The Galaxy Last Week. Bye-bye.